when you were really young and still living in Quakertown, did you guys have any pets in that house, or was it only once you got to the farm?
To the farm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. I don't think we ever had any in Quakertown. I don't think so. I don't think we did. But when you got out on the farm and there was space and stuff, you felt more free to have stuff. We lived in a double house when we lived in Quakertown. People were that close, to you.
Right.
And you didn't want anything to interfere, like pets or anything.
Yeah, I can see that. Speaking of interfering, I think last night at the party, that cat climbed into Jake's car and was taking a nap on the back
Honestly.
ledge. And so when Brian, I think Brian was out playing pool with somebody, and when he came back, he noticed it, and he said, "Hey, whoever has the red car, don't drive away with my cat."
Oh.
So I guess every now and
I'm surprised that a cat would get in a strange car.
Me too.
I would have thought they had their own spots where they'd curl up and stuff, but not in a strange car.
Yeah.
Oh. That's good he saw it.
Yeah. I know. Would have been out a cat.
Yeah, I was just to say. Now, were they able to play pool over there? Did they play pool there? He has. He's quite a fanatic with pool.
Yes, he is.
Oh, yes.
I don't know if you noticed, but down right at the foot of the lane, there's a little shed, a little red shed off to the left.
Yes, there was.
Well, that's like his playhouse. He's got a pool table in there and a couple comfy chairs and a radio.
Oh.
And so that's where the pool table is.
Oh my goodness. Well, then he can go off by himself if you don't have to take care of children.
Yeah. Get a little quiet time.
Yeah.
A little daddy time, yeah.
Oh my goodness, has a little building and everything where he can go. Well, then I imagine they're happy there.
It's a beautiful place. I would sure hope they're happy. It's a gorgeous house, and the property with all the nature around is just really nice.
Yeah. Now, the person that had that before, and I think that built it, was an artist. Now, I think the tastes of somebody like that are a little bit different than the ordinary person.
Yeah. Yeah, I suspect you're right.
Now, I think a home like that would be harder for an ordinary person to get really attached to, because it's just it's just built. It's just a little bit different than the ordinary person would have a taste for.
Well, and I think if you end up liking it, if it's something you pick, and I think Brian and Yvonne wouldn't have picked it if they didn't like those little.
Oh, I
things.
think they do.
I think a house like that grows on you even more. I think some of these
could well be.
Some of these houses and developments that are all the same.
Yeah.
They're kind of bland and boring, and I think sometimes having a house that's unique.
Well, theirs is sort of open and roomy.
Yeah.
Roomy. I think they're happy there.
Mm-hmm.
I think they are.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it has to be an individual that sort of goes for a little something different.
Yeah.
It's not just the ordinary.
No, I agree.
Now, I thought that basement that they have was fixed up very nice and
Oh, yes.
could be used for different things. But they tell me that they're not down there too much. Maybe it's too isolated. I don't know. I don't know why. I would think maybe it was a little more homey than the rest that's open so much. But
No, I agree. I would probably spend more time down there.
yeah, I would have thought so.
Yeah. But I tell you.
But they say somebody said to me that they didn't spend too much time down there. Now, whether whether upstairs just fits their living better. You know, they have the house and it's that big that they can do whatever they want to with it.
Sure.
They or spend as much time as they want to wherever they want to.
Yeah. Well,
it's nobody else's business.
I'm pretty sure that each floor of that house is bigger in square footage wise, bigger than my whole house. I'm pretty sure. So they definitely have a lot of room to spread out in.
They do. No,
Yeah.
yes. I can easily understand of what you just said, that it might be bigger than what you have as your house.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, as you live in the city and you said your house is not large, I can easily understand because that's roomy.
Yeah.
That is,
I think our house is about the same size as this one, but 2-story. You know, it's not nearly as long as this house. It's only half as long as this house, but probably about the same total number of rooms.
you have upstairs.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But just a couple small bedrooms upstairs is all.
But you sleep upstairs.
Mhm.
Of course you. Yes.
Well, I'll tell you, the thing about their house that I like the most, and I'm having a hard time not being jealous, their stove. Oh,
Their stove.
they have a wonderful stove. And I love to cook. And so it is my...
You in their kitchen.
Mhm.
Oh.
That-
Now what's different about their stove?
It's extra wide, so there's
Oh.
more room for your pots and pans.
Oh.
And it's got 2 burners on the side, and in the middle, it has a griddle
Oh.
for like cooking pancakes or frying onions or something like that. And it's made for professionals, so it's very, very high quality. You can, when you turn it's gas. When you turn it up all the way, it can boil water very, very quickly. But if you turn it down all the way, it's just a very tiny
Slow.
little flame to just simmer.
Slow.
You know, like chocolate or things that would burn easily. It can do.
Well, then you have things at your fingertips pretty well.
Yeah. So I would love to have their stove.
Oh. Well, it's pretty big too.
Mhm.
Their stove.
Oh yes.
I never was that close in their kitchen that I saw.
Well, when we were shopping, when we moved into our new house, we had to put appliances in. And so we were looking, we were shopping for appliances.
Oh, you had to put the appliances in.
Because it had just been fixed up.
Oh.
And they had put in some appliances, but the appliances were very cheap. And so we asked them if they could take some money off of the cost of the house and keep their appliances, because we wanted to get slightly better ones. So I did a lot of shopping and research and stuff. And
Oh, okay. Well, if you're into it, that you get to hunting for what you really want and need, that's a lot different than when you just walk in and see what somebody else put in there.
right.
And when they're just going to sell the place, they don't put in the best things. Yeah.
Right.
All those things. Well, you have that choice when you... If you have the choice of putting your own things in, then you do what you want to. Yeah. Well, these people that built the house over there, they were artist people.
Sure.
And they fixed the kitchen up to suit themselves, but then it evidently suited these people that are in there now.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Although I don't know that either one of them does much cooking. She's on the road most of the time. And I don't know even if she's home, if she's much of a cook.
I don't know. Yeah.
I have a feeling they eat a lot of just easily bought stuff and eat it.
That could be. I don't know.
Well, maybe I shouldn't say these things. From what I've been around them, that's the way it seems, as if they do a lot of quick Now, they often go over to Diane's place. Well, that's his mother, of course.
Right.
And she, of course, is a wonderful cook. Now, there they get well balanced meals.
Sure.
But originally at home, with her working and being away from home most of the time, I don't think he's a big cook. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know. I know if I stayed home all day, oh, would I have fun cooking? Oh,
But it has to be somebody that is really interested in that sort of thing. Now, I really believe that maybe Dick